Hello, my people. I know you've heard this everywhere. It's on all the papers. Yeah, on all the tabloids and newspapers right now. That's Washington. No, it's New York Post. And a few of them. Murdoch papers. It says Kate Middleton is not coming back. And guess what? Who's happy? Me. Because I don't want her to come back. That lady made Megan's life miserable. If you're treating my sister a certain way, guess what? I do not want to see you. So I'm really happy that she's not coming back. And I hope it's the truth. But remember, when her uncle was on Big Brother, a girl asked him a question saying, when was Kate coming back? He said there was etiquette that they needed to follow. Apparently, he spoke to his sister, Kate Middleton's mother, Cara Middleton. And so they are, apparently Kate is receiving some kind of treatment. But the way he said it was just kind of shady. It's something, it was not really health related. But anyway, I don't care what's happening with her. I don't want to see her. I just want her gone. Yeah, it's good news. Yes, my people. I want her gone. Point blank. Let's listen to this video here. There's a little bit sounded that sounded like the music. I don't know wherever that music is about, but anyway, it's okay. Let's try play it. If it's gonna go through with YouTube, it's fine.
Where's Kate?
Try different things. So because
Where's Kate?
So because she doesn't want to talk about it,
We can't talk about it.
the last thing I'm going to do is there's the kind of code of etiquette. If it's announced, I'll give you an opinion.
I hope she's okay.
I think the most important thing.
Let's put this thing a little bit back.
Where's Kate?
So because she doesn't want to talk about it,
We can't talk about it.
the last thing I'm going to do is there's the kind of code of etiquette. If it's announced, I'll give you an opinion.
I hope she's okay.
I think the most important thing. I know I spoke to her sister, her mum, my sister. She's getting the best care in the world. And all the family's done is put the wagons around and look after family first before anything else. But I do think they put a statement out. It's just said, but just take some time to recoup and we'll see you in Easter.
I've heard mixed things about Kate, and I don't want to make a comment, but whatever it is, you want her to come back? Or leave one word in?
Yeah. She's amazing.
No.
She'll be back. Of course she will.
Where's Kate?
So because she doesn't want to talk about it,
We can't talk about it.
the last thing I'm going to do is there's the kind of code of etiquette.
There's kind of code of etiquette. Because she does not want to talk about it, so therefore Goldsmith Gary does not want to talk about it either. Did y'all hear that coming from Kate's uncle's mouth on Big Brother? So what is it that they do not want to talk about it? Because if you ask someone, where is your niece? The answer automatically can't be, she doesn't want to talk about it. And there is etiquette. There's a code of etiquette to follow. Why would that be an answer instead of just saying, my niece is sick, my niece is whatever, my niece had surgery? As simple as that. Isn't this answer shady enough for y'all guys to understand something is wrong somewhere? If it's divorce, come and present it here. I'm telling you, because of that monarchy, that dude is scared for his life. He can't disclose, he can't tell the truth. Even though he knows what the truth is. The dude is broke. Came to the show Big Brother. I wonder whose Big Brother that Goldsmith guy Gary's gonna be. Because y'all know that guy ain't got no good reputation. He's a wife beater. Gets arrested for beating up his wife when he's drunk. He's a nobody to even be called anybody's uncle in public. Just imagine this guy's nephew is gonna become the king of England. No, guys. Guys. You want to learn lots of stuff about this Gary Goldsmith? Yeah, that guy has bad reputation. He has terrible reputation. You know, this guy once got arrested. He got arrested for urinating in public. These people, this Kate Middleton's family, I don't know. Like most of the times I have nothing to say about these people. That family is the most horrible family that anyone could possibly get married to. It's the most horrible family. Their reputation is just, oh my goodness. Just imagine Queen Elizabeth was here, hearing all this stuff when she was still younger. I'm not talking about 90-year-old her. I'm talking about the younger her. All this nonsense wouldn't be happening. Is that why Kate is disappearing? Is that why they're taking her out of the public? And let's listen to people's views on the TikTok. These are just random white ladies' opinions from TikTok.
I'm throwing my opinions into this Kate Middleton ring, and actually not because I've actually been worried. I've actually been concerned for a really long time. And actually, I sent my daughter last week, I sent her messages going, I am really, really worried, and this is my theory, and it feels like in the past week people have caught up to that. And this new video where they TMZ says that they saw Kate and Will, and obviously it's not her. It's probably not even Will either. Now people are starting to like really freak out because it's obvious that this isn't her. And
yeah, that part. I mean, the world is worried, and this lady here sounds American. So the American people are worried about Kate more than the English people are. What's going on in England? Why y'all guys quiet? Why are you all quiet? Everyone is talking.
It's me. It's been a while. I announced a couple weeks ago that I was going to be taking a break from making videos. Been much needed. And it's ongoing because despite this, it is not, to quote a palace spokesperson, this is not the green light that I am back at it. But I did want to talk about an article that I saw come through today, which is the article I anticipated we were going to get sometime soon. Us Weekly, which is an American tabloid. How is Princess Kate doing? With the timing of Kate's return up in the air, a source tells us she may never come back in the role people saw her in before. To be clear, I'm not arguing the merits of if this is valid or not from Us Weekly. You should be skeptical of these unnamed sources. I'm not arguing that she should be back in public or that she should rush before she is ready. But I'm not totally surprised that the media is starting to tentatively touch the topic since it has been months since the March video. We started seeing over the couple weeks that it might not be till fall or the winter or next year that we see Catherine, the Princess of Wales, back in a public-facing, working royal capacity. So I'm not surprised that we are seeing groundwork being laid in some of these articles about the fact that when Kate does come back, might not be in the way you are used to seeing her. According to a second source, Kate's team is reevaluating what she's going to be able to take on when she comes back, noting she may never come back in the role that people saw her in before. Not to mention the fact that I think when people think of Queen, they still think of Queen Elizabeth II and all of the tireless work she was doing up until the very end. Expectation setting. The article mentions that she's been spotted out and about over the past few weeks with her children, running errands. Shocking that the media, and by extension the palace, thinks that these sightings that are written about allegedly are going to be enough for people, especially after what happened with the Mother's Day photo. Will we have any kind of update soon? According to a royal expert, Richard Fitzwilliams, who is quoted in the piece, he thinks that if she does remain sidelined through the fall, there will be an update soon announcing that. And he also hopes that Kensington Palace has learned their lessons from what happened before. I remain skeptical, because why would you need to change what you're doing when you have a media echo chamber that is willing to run with your PR talking points with no pushback, who are more interested in protecting your relationship, their relationship to the palace, than they are about, I don't know, actual reporting, follow-up questions, Bueller. So just a...
There you go. So what's going on? She might come back with the way that you do not know her? What the... I don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know. Okay, listen. So she may not come back in the way people saw her before. Let's all analyze that little phrase. What does that mean? Does that mean she's coming in a wheelchair? Does that mean she is coming out pregnant? Does that mean she's coming up with some kind of deformity? Does that mean she is coming with a handicap? What does this mean? But since they're leaving everybody in the dark, we're just gonna speculate. In my head right now here, I'm just thinking that she probably did have a stroke. And with that stroke, she is adapting to new way of life. She's learning how to walk, learning how to eat, basically learning everything. Because what would coming back not the way we were expecting her to be? Because we know she's a normal bully. But if she wouldn't come back and be the same, then it means something happened. And things happened. Yeah, I've seen lots of 40-year-old people getting stroke nowadays. Nowadays, young people get stroke. It's no longer 60-year-old grandma. Yeah. Nowadays, stroke ain't got no age. People are stressed out. And with all the rumors saying her husband was cheating on her, just imagine. You thought you were above it all. You're going to be the queen of England, and you are not respected by your own spouse. Allegedly. I said allegedly. It's not coming from me. It's coming from the media. Everyone is talking about Rose Hanbury. So just don't look at me. It's not just coming from Sussex Squad. It's coming from y'all guys, the tabloid. You blew the smoke out here.
Coming back. First off, guys, please watch. Kate Middleton is not coming back. First off, guys, please watch the full video. Please. Before y'all just jump to conclusion. This comes from an article that was released last night at 11:49 p.m. that Kate Middleton may never come back to her previous role after cancer treatment report. And this comes from page 6. And it says, Kate Middleton's role within the British royal family may look a bit different following her cancer diagnosis and treatment. The Princess of Wales, who was once front and center with husband Prince William on royal engagements, may never come back to the role that people saw her in before. And Anna Sauer told Us Weekly on Tuesday. And then if you go further into the article, one of the things that stand out is this paragraph right here. The announcement that the Royals won't be able to work as much has been unexpected, but it will allow Kate and William to spend more time together, says the second source. They've been reconnecting and are closer than ever. Meredith can explain this much better than I can, but here's the thing. Be careful with what some of these publications are posting and publishing. Because despite what some of you may think, that they are only trying to attack Harry and Meghan, there's some truth to that. But to be honest with you, they'll turn on Kate and William in a second if it means dollars and clicks. Because these people are totally aware of what is happening in the social media world. They know that this is still a topic that's kind of died down, but it's starting to boil up again. And they know how to use certain words to get people to start speculating, get all the frenzy starting up again. They have no allegiance to anyone. The problem that I have with a lot of these publications are the sources. And I know the importance of having a source for your work and what it can do for your work. And also it's important to keep people anonymous because of the protection from all different things that can come their way if they were revealed to be revealing and spilling all the types of tea. Let me say this. I know there's things that they're not telling us for a fact. There's no argument or debate there. But I'm not convinced of what some people who are not fans of the Royals may think. I feel like I would need more. And you guys know how I operate receipts. As a little bit more concrete something. Because like we all know on this side of this debate, we all know how these people operate. And we know that they do things for clicks and engagement and all of that. And so when they see that someone else can get those same amount of clicks and engagement, they would turn on her just as much as they did with Meghan. So let's not jump the gun.
Yesterday, and I saw that there was an article about how Kate Middleton has been trolled mercilessly over the last few months, and it's true, she has been. Because right at the beginning, even I asked, there was a whole hashtag as "Where's Kate Middleton?" because of what the situation was happening, the way Kensington Palace dealt with it as well. Pictures coming out that were photoshopped and videos. We have no idea if it was AI. There's loads of conspiracies going on there. So they dealt with it badly. We know that. But we also know now that obviously Kate does not want to be seen. She wants her privacy. She doesn't want any pictures of her out there. And you know what? I respect that. Any woman who wants that, I respect that. She's healing or, for whatever reason. And so, when an article comes out saying how much she's been trolled, it makes you think, well, hang on a second. Did you not see what you guys did to these same people writing these articles had been harassing and trolling Meghan and Harry for years? But anyway, that's one thing. So yesterday was Lilibet's birthday, and the people who are asking for privacy for Kate Middleton are asking for photos of Lilibet and Archie because they don't believe they exist. They've got all these stupid conspiracies going on out there. I don't get you guys. What do you want? You want privacy for one but not for the other? You want proof of life for one but not for the other? Can you guys make your mind up? You're both basically doing exactly the same thing. And you know what? You just need to stop.
Yeah. So they want privacy for Kate Middleton. And they do not need privacy for Meghan and Markle and their children. Yeah, that birthday wasn't yesterday, but it's yesterday according to her video. But it was on, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday. This week was Lilibet's birthday. And those people they said all they could say about the little baby. And they wanted to see the baby's picture. They wanted to see anything that happened at the child's birthday party in Montecito. And when Meghan was going through horrible time, pregnant with little Archie, they did not respect her privacy. And they want me to respect Kate's privacy. That's not going to happen. We're not going to respect her privacy. But guess what? I have a voice where I'm going to play for y'all guys where the real OGs of tabloids complaining. This Kevin O'Sullivan, I don't know, that's what you call his name. Him and one of the older royal biographers I want to play that video for y'all guys to listen to. It's hilarious. It's tickling. Okay, let's listen to the OGs of bullies.
She's beautiful, she's charming, she's elegant, and she certainly does not deserve this. And I wish there were sanctions to take against these people because they live in their little holes. I'm not sure what they do or why they do it. Why would anybody go out there and just be deliberately nasty about somebody they don't know and her condition about which they know absolutely nothing? It puzzles me. I deplore it. And of course, the internet is a wonderful thing. It's a brilliant invention, but it only takes human beings to make it rubbish.
Do you think it is social media that has turned us into a crueler society? Brendan O'Neill in the Mail on Sunday said that we do have to find a way of stopping what he called this evil. And it is a kind of an evil. If you're going to pick an innocent person that you don't know and use them to throw darts at for your own amusement at the expense of their recovery from cancer, something's badly wrong, isn't it?
Now, wasn't that ironical? The same journalist...
I mean, seriously? The same journalist trolled Meghan until she almost unalived herself. And they are the ones saying these words that I can't even repeat. Well, that's what whoever came with the word saying like ignorance is bliss. That's what it sounds like to me. So they don't even know what they did to Meghan Markle. Well, because she's so beautiful, because she's so elegant, Meghan is much more beautiful than that Kate 20 times. My opinion. Bring yours. I don't know what y'all guys call beauty. Y'all probably all blind already. You can't see. Elegant. What kind of elegance? Do y'all know that these guys are from all the ancient time? If you kind of is from all those ancient era, you don't really probably know lots of elegance in your head. I can't believe they're opening their mouth to say all these words. That's exactly what they do to Meghan Markle. Right now, they're hurting so bad. I can't believe that. And the audacity. Oh, Jesus Christ. Make them cry. You know, all those attributes, you need to give them to Meghan. She's the one elegant, brilliant, beautiful, all those beautiful. There is nothing beautiful in Kate. There's nothing smart in Kate. She can't even express herself. She can't even speak, for God's sake. Where is beauty in that? Let's listen to Meghan Markle a little bit here.
How do you hope to continue that? Women and young girls and promoting their self-worth. How do you hope to continue that work with the Royal Foundation? Women and young girls and promoting their self-worth. How do you hope to continue that work with the Royal Foundation?
Yes, I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact. I think what's interesting is I hear a lot of people saying when speaking about girls' empowerment, finding and knowing their worth, or women's empowerment as well, you'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. And I fundamentally disagree with that because women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice. They need to feel empowered to use it. And people need to be encouraged to listen. And I think right now in the climate that we're seeing with with so many campaigns. I mean, with Me Too and Time's Up, there is no better time than to really continue to shine a light on women feeling empowered and people really helping to support them, men included in that. I mean, it makes such a tremendous difference. So, I guess we wait a couple months and then we can hit the ground running. But up until then, I'm pretty excited.
But like you said, I mean, you've been here for 3 years.
Yeah,
when
too fast.
get that done.
We
but
can multitask.
Having said that, you have been quietly, like you say, behind the scenes, let's just say laying the foundations for your future work. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Sadly, I can't. But I will say, you know, if we know how, and I certainly know how passionate I am, and Harry and I see the world so similarly in our approach of being very hands-on with things, what I can say is that I have been fortunate enough to meet with some incredible women and organizations in general in the UK that are doing work here, but then also knowing that some of the work that I've done in the past has been in Commonwealth countries like Rwanda, India. So this reach, I think, can have some really nice legs to it once we can start. But I guess, yes, exactly. To be continued.
Okay. Women and young.
Do you feel that? Guess who was sitting by her? Kate and William. Kate William and her husband. Apparently she was not married back then, at that time. They sat down there. Harry was looking at her. Kate is looking at her. William is looking at her. Those people were shook. They were nervous. Y'all mistreated our princess, and you want us to leave your princess alone. Don't come back. Yeah. Just me being naughty. But guess what? I really don't want her to come back. I don't. I don't want to see her back here. She need to hang out there with her mama, Carol Middleton. And where's that Carol Middleton at? Where's she at?
To the relationship between Meghan and Katie, using Meghan and Harry's own account of their life through the book Spare and also their interviews. Katie was trained to deal with a country socialite, but she was not prepared for the megawatt star power from her brother-in-law's spouse. That family is a firm, after all, and PR is the goal for survival. Anyway, Katie has always played the game from the very beginning, and she's prepared, I guess, to play it all the way through. But with the major embarrassment of those persistent Rose rumors and her husband, and on top of the global recognition that somebody from the British royal family had married an amazing human being, Meghan. They tried so hard after Princess Diana. You know, Kate came close, but Kate is lacking. Kate is lacking where Meghan shines. Katie bore more than, you know, the heir and the spare. She's able to maintain her ability to sell a dress or shoes. She can grab positive headlines for her husband's office if she wears, you know, Princess Diana's jewelry. Anyway, this whole time she was like tormenting the newest member of this family club that she was once on the outside of. So Harry married for love, and it turned his family absolutely upside down because Harry chose Meghan again and again and again, and his family just didn't understand.
Did y'all hear that? Coming from Peabody, the white sister, on TikTok. There I am. Let me remind you why I don't really like Kate. So here, Kate's bullying of Meghan.
Okay, yeah, let's chat. First, I'm going to provide some context. Palace PR, William's bullying behavior, Kate's mean girl antics, and then finally, Harry and Meghan's refusal to participate in the invisible contract. Real women communicate to us through their attire and the things that they adorn themselves with. Right? Exhibit 1, Princess Diana's revenge dress. Of course, Queen Elizabeth did. She wore the brooch gifted to her by the Obamas when she was meeting with that president. Kate likes to tap into nostalgia a lot. We don't really know a whole lot about her, right? But we know what she wears. This is the two of them on the Lindo wing steps after the birth of their second son. You see what she's wearing? It's not a coincidence. This is Prince Harry on the balcony with Princess Anne, his aunt. And this is Prince Louis, their second son. The outfits are identical. She's tapping into nostalgia. She also likes to tap into other people's style as well. And here comes my second context point, because William really set the tone for this entire relationship. All of this stuff occurred prior to Prince Archie's christening. And in the book Spare, which I believe every single word, Prince Harry speaks about Beardgate, which is a whole thing, the dress uniform argument, the baby brain comment, which led Meghan to tell Prince Willie to get his finger out of her face. All of this occurred prior to Archie's christening. And then we have this. I didn't believe it for a heartbeat. It made absolutely zero sense, especially knowing everything that Meghan was going through. It looked like a pile-on. And they could have easily came out with a statement from one of the palace offices, but they didn't. Never complain, never explain is not a thing. Because when she was accused of having baby Botox, they came out with a statement. It says here, a spokesperson from Kensington Palace categorically said it's not true. Anyway, what was going on around the wedding where this happened? Katie made Meghan cry. What was going on? Well, her father was being hounded by the press in order to get a story prior to their wedding. She was wearing white, or whatever you want to call that, eggshell, I don't know. And now jumping ahead just a little bit, because she is extremely consistent with her mean girl antics. This is the stuff that was going on in the headlines while this main picture was taken. Of course, that's Kate and Willie, Harry and Meghan, and that right there is Cammy the consort. So here's the consistency of the royal mean girls. Harry and Meghan, and that right there is Cammy the consort. So here's the consistency of the royal mean girls. I mean, is it subtle? And speaking about consistency, we can jump ahead a little bit to 2022. So this was the Mean Girl Antics response to Meghan's Netflix special comment, saying that she was told to dim her light and to not outshine the more senior royals. This was Kate's response. She got her girls together and they all wore the same color. You got Zara Phillips down there. You got Pippa Middleton. So this article says red is conventionally a royal color, right? It's come to symbolize power and majesty. And then it goes on to say it's to assert their authority and status, royal people, in addition to demonstrating their God-given right to rule. Their God-given right to rule. And then Tosh Bradley, a director of interior design, says royals are so carefully selective about what they wear. If a royal is wearing red, they are commanding attention straight away. And here's the kicker. Perhaps the royal ladies' red concoctions are a show of familial unity. Whether Kate, Zara, Pippa's decision to match in red was a deeply symbolic strategy, or let's just stop there. That's what it was. Red is her color. It's fine. No big deal. Except if you wear red to somebody else's thing, like a baby's christening that isn't your baby. And my final context point was that Harry was refusing to participate in the invisible contract game. He put out a statement, which it says here, it was unprecedented. He went around the palaces to get that done. And he did this because the palace was refusing to protect Meghan from the onslaught of media harassment. Even before their marriage, it was pretty bad. Rachel Johnson, yeah, she's related to Boris. She says, sorry, Harry, but your beautiful bolter has failed my mum test. And then this goes on to say, Windsors will thicken their watery thin blue blood and Spencer pale skin and ginger hair with some rich exotic DNA. You can read the rest, I'm not gonna. This was also during the engagement period. You can see right under her foot, they've decided to print a full lie, a libelous lie, and then they apologized to her later. This was the apology. Miss Meghan Markle, an apology. It's got typos, the wrong year is in there. It's bad. And it's not on the cover the way they did that. So the damage is done. But this whole image right here, all of that was very calculated. That these two women were polar opposites and they were going to be pitted against each other. So what are some of those things that Kate knew on this day, right? When she chose to wear those earrings and that outfit. So the damage is done. But this whole image right here, all of that was very calculated. That these two women were polar opposites and they were going to be pitted against each other. So what are some of those things that Kate knew on this day, right? When she chose to wear those earrings and that outfit. They were no longer playing the game with the media. She knew that. She also knew that they had submitted information to the palaces about her mental health crisis. They also knew that he refused to put his wife on the Lindo wing steps and instead a couple days later announced to the world the birth of their son. So here we are, Collingwood pearl drop earrings that Princess Diana regularly wore. She initially wore them to Prince Harry's christening. You can see that up there at the top. And instead of offering as an idea, you want to wear these earrings on this day for you because of Prince Archie, no, she chose to wear them along with that get up. So these are my thoughts and opinions. That's all.
Yeah. All these ones here, it shows you what kind of mean girl that Kate is. That's why I don't like her. That's why I always pray. I started praying that Psalm 109 for her a long time ago. I pray for all my enemies. Anyone I don't like, I pray that psalm for you. I don't pray anything good for these kind of people. Mean girls. People be watching. Yeah, this is a white lady telling all these ones here. All right, my family, so please subscribe to Isabella Backs, subscribe to my channel, to all the Sussex friendly channel. I'm gonna see you all guys on Isabella Backs tonight. Yeah, we're gonna have the quiz. I love you all. Bye bye.